We thank you because you have gathered us together. Daddy, we pray that you come into our discussion, open our mind, open our hearts so that we can study and we learn. Father, guide our teachers and guide our steps, guide our mind. Let us forget all our problems and challenges and leave focus on study so that we can be good achievers. In Jesus' name we have prayed. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Joe, for Thank you so much, Joe, for the word of prayer. I want to welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining this session. Uh, my name is Kaziva Steven, and I'm the one who is going to be taking you through today's session. I'm going to take an assumption that you completed all the topics for senior 3. But in case there is any topic that you did not do, kindly place it in the chat. In case you feel that there is that particular topic that you are not able to handle at your school, which topic is that? Such that we can see how to handle. But in case you completed all the topics, then that is very good. But in case you feel there is any topic that you did not cover, kindly place it in the chat such that I can establish which topics are those that you are not able to cover. So you can place them in the chat in case there is any topic you feel that at your school you did not cover, kindly place it in the chat. I'm going to be displaying here the syllabus book such that you can be able to record that maybe that topic at our school we did not cover it. So you can place that topic in the chat such that I can get to learn and see how we can complete. So according to your coverage, these are the topics that I expect that you must have covered at your schools where you are. So I expect you that by the end of third term, all these topics were covered at your school. So, okay. Let me share. So I expect that the topics you are seeing here are the topics that you covered at your school. In case there is any topic that you are not able to cover, those are the topics I asked you to place in the chat. But in third term of senior 3, I expect you to have covered those particular topics. So I'm looking through the chat. Matrix, everything of the matrices, which has the last topic, circle properties, set theory is senior 2 topic, business math. That one is senior matrix, circles, and trigonometry. Trigonometry 2, we need a recap of quadratic. SADS, matrix, circles, SADS. Good afternoon. Okay, this circle. Okay. Okay, I think many of you were not able to cover circle properties, according to what I'm seeing in the chat. But still, we are not going to start with circle properties. We are going to move ahead. Those who were not able to cover that topic of circle properties, at the end of the lesson, I'll give you a solution or what you can do in order for you to be able to cover that gap that you may have in circle properties. So what are we going to look at today, or what are you supposed to cover in senior 4? So my focus now, like I told you, what we are going to focus on is this. Now, these are some of the topics you are supposed to cover in term 1 of senior 4. But for this particular lesson, we are going to first focus on the first topic, as you see here, such that we are a step ahead. So we are going to focus on the first topic as our first topic. And then when we finish, we shall have a recap of other topics that you want us to look at. So we are going to start. We are going to start our topic. So I'm going to ask you, I'm going to start with the activity. I hope you are able to see my screen. I'm displaying some pictures. So I want you to look at them very well. Very well. Look at those pictures. Look at those pictures. And my first activity is there. Identify all the items you are able to see in the picture. Feel free to type in the chat quickly. What are you able to see? When you look at those pictures, what are you seeing? What are you seeing? So for you, just mention what you are seeing as I pick some hands as well. So yes, Belinda, you give us what you are able to see. Angel, give us what you are seeing, and Trevor.
Yes, good afternoon, teacher.
Yes, good afternoon, Belinda.
Okay, I'm seeing the first one is like a sugarcane plantation, and the second one that appeared is like parts of a cut sugarcane stem and sugarcane juice. The third one is processed sugar. The fourth one is a picture of sweets candy, and then the fifth one is a picture of medicine.
Okay, very good, very good. That is correct. I'm displaying the second I question. There is another item there. Today, let me pick on Trevor. Can you respond? Is there any relation that exists between the items named from the picture? Trevor? Oh, Trevor is not. Maria Martha?
I think the relation is that these items are produced from the sugarcane.
Okay. Thank you, Martha. Nora, do you want to add on something?
It's the same thing. The
Okay.
items are products of the sugarcane.
Okay, the items are products of the sugar canes. Surely, when you look at them, you can notice that from sugar cane, you can get sugar, you can get juice, you get the sweets, and then you can be able to do other things. Okay. Which of the pictures shows a multiple change process? Give an explanation for your answer. What picture? So I'm going to start with Benedict. Benedict. Oh, I'm not getting Benedict. Senior for 2026. Oh, I'm not getting him. Kevin.
The picture with the sugarcane and the juice.
Okay, explain.
It's because the sugarcane at first was in solid form, but then in the glass it's in liquid form, so it has changed.
Okay, thank you. Sharif. Oh, Martha. Oh,
I
Irene.
think
Okay, continue.
the multiple change process, for example, from sugarcane to like candy, it had to first become a liquid, then the sugar, and the sugar was what was the closest thing to the sugarcane that was produced to make the candy.
Okay. Thank you. Then lastly, Chris. Chris. Chris.
Hello.
Okay. Yes,
Hello.
Chris. Okay.
Uh, I think the sugar cane was in solid form. Then they processed it to make the juice.
Okay,
That's
okay,
according to me.
okay. Thank you. Lastly, Irene.
Teacher,
Yes, Irene, go on.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I was asking, can you also get medicine from sugar plantation? Yes? Hello?
A minute.
Hello? Hello?
A minute, a minute.
Recording in progress. So we shall start by looking.
Okay, someone was asking, but Waso, I think, wants to respond to Irene. Waso,
Yes.
do you want to respond? Okay. Joel, do you want to respond?
Uh, I may not respond to that system of ours, but however, sometimes medicine can they can add some sugarcane products in the medicine to make them sweeter. For instance, like for those of children, they can add products of sugarcane so that they can be sweeter for the younger children.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Yes, then
Yeah,
teacher,
that.
I beg that I answered even in another question which you asked. The multiple change process, I think it is it's like these sweets, because we see that sugarcane, or they got some sugarcane, they got liquid part of it, then after it was condensed to get those sweets. Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so those are some of the things. Now, the topic we are going to deal with, or this topic we are covering, is going to involve what we call multiple changes. When we talk about multiple changes, we are going to look at how one product can be used to make another product, and another product can be used to make another product. Here I've used the analogy of sugarcane, that when we have sugarcane, we can be able to get sugar. That is one function. Then from sugarcane, we can use some kind of, we can do something either with the sugarcane, the particles, or the juice, like Martha told us, to come up with the sweets. Then when you go to the medicine world, sometimes the medicine is bitter. So to make it a bit sweet, it means that they add in some of the sugar products. So you can notice that from sugarcane, once we perform some functions, we can be able to come up with the final product. Now that multiple change, those multiple process is what we call composite functions. So composite function involves multiple processes. So whereby we have one input. So sugarcane is the raw material. So the raw material here produces an output. So the output of sugarcane is used as the input for another process to occur. So that is what we are basically going to look at here. So those who are going to be doing finance things, we shall meet such concepts. So multiple change processes is what we call composite function. That from sugarcane, you get sugar. From sugar, you get sweets. Now, this one is going to be called a function. There is some function that is going to be to take place. Then from sugarcane, there is another process that will take place. Now, in mathematics, here from sugarcane to sugar, there is some crushing you do. So here, we shall call this, let me say, function f of x. Now, this function of fx is also going to go into, to get from sugar to sweets, you perform another function. You crush or you make it juice and the rest of that. Now, that one is going to be another function you are going to perform. Now, when you get f combined with g, f and g forms what we call a composite function. That the input of this function, the output of the first function acts as the input for another function. So that's what basically we are going to be looking at in this particular topic. So we are going to look at those multiple change processes that occur in order for us to form these functions. So I want you to write your heading as composite functions. So write in your book, composite functions. When you finish, let me know through the chat that now we can continue. I'm going to allow you to annotate on my screen, and I want you to check out for those words from this puzzle. So feel free, in case you send a word, circle it on the screen, on my screen. Okay. I think people have been able to see those different words. So now those words are what we call the keywords. So you're going to allow me now to disable all of you, and I'm going to ask you now to write those keywords. Now, these keywords will help you to know that in this particular topic, these are some of the things I need to know. So can we take down of the keywords? Those who did not circle, those were the keywords. So I want you to write down the keywords. Words like inverse, mapping, domain, range. So by the time we finish this topic, you must be able to know those particular words. So can we can we write those? Okay, Let me hope now we have finished to put the keywords down. We have finished to put the keywords down. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, done. Now, at the end, whenever you finish a topic, always go back to those keywords and ask yourself, do I know the meaning of this word? Can I do this particular thing? That's why we always give you those key words. And what are the learning objectives? By the end of this session, I want each one of you to be able to know what we call function notation. But for this particular lesson, we shall look at mainly function notation. That's what we are going to look out. And whenever they give you a function is like a function is going to act as like an input. So whenever they give you a function, we are going to be dealing with it in a particular format. So I'm going to ask each one of you to read what is on my screen and summarize in your own words something from this slide. Just summarize. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. I want you to just summarize, read through and pick something you think is going to be important to you. Yes. Just pick something. Not everything that is here, you are supposed to write it. No, just pick something from it. So I'm giving you 2 minutes for everyone to pick something. Write it in your book. Whenever you write something, it is able to stick. When you finish, you let me know that we have finished to summarize. Okay. Now, whenever we have a function, whenever you have a function, I want you always to learn that a function is the same as your y. Like you have been looking at equations, y is equal to x squared. Those are quadratic equations. This one is also a function. So your y always, your y is what we call the output in functions. Your x is what we call the input. If I want to relate it to the sugar example, your output, let me ask you, I have sugar, I have the sugar canes, I have the sugar canes, and I have sugar. On those two, you write for me in the chat, what is our output and what is the input? Input is what you put in to get the other. Output is the product you get. So for that particular example, where we have sugar cane and sugar, what is our output and what is our input? Place your answer in the chat and I see what we have. Output is sugar. Input is sugarcane. Thank you, Michael. Sugar, very good, very good. Perfect, perfect. Yes. Now, your input is the X. Your output is always your Y. Yes, very good. So your input is always your X. Your output is always your Y. So in functions, whenever you find f of x, this is always your output. Then x is what you put inside. And in case we are writing it in form of a coordinate, always they write your, like the way you write your x and y. But like I've told you that your y is the same as the f of x. So that is briefly about these functions. So we are going to continue and we are going to start with the first activity. This is our first activity. And I want people now to tell us or to put the answers in the chat. We have this in means this is the input. Then out means this is the output. So, okay, I've seen Nora. Unmute Nora.
The output of 4 is 6.
The output of 4 is. Nora, take us through how you have obtained 6. Oh, okay.
Since they said that our input is the one that is under the column in, I added 2 to that input in order to get the output.
Okay,
So by
very
adding
good.
2 to 4, you get 6.
Thank you, Nola. A.
The output for 3 is 5.
It is 5. Thank you, A. Kevin.
The output of 0 is 2.
The output of it. Thank you. Fauzia.
The output of 5 is 7.
It is 7. Thank you. That is very, very good. But also, allow me now to give it to you in another way. And then you tell me what would be. I'm going to give you the output, and then members will tell me what is or what was the input. This is my new table. This is the input, and this is the output. So when I put the output, members, those who are raising up the hand, you should be able to tell me what the output was. I'm going to start, and then you'll be able to tell me. Okay. So those are our outputs. So you tell us what was the input. What did they put to get that? We have started with Precious.
Well, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
The input is 6 because
for which one? For which output?
For 8.
Because
8. Because you subtract 2 from 8, then you get 6. Since the rule is 2.
Okay. Thank you, Precious. Benedict.
4 is 2.
4 is 2. How have you obtained 2?
Subtracted 2 from
4. Okay. Thank you. Teddy.
The output of 0 is, the input of 0 is negative 2.
Negative 2. Why?
Because when you subtract 0 from negative 2, it remains negative 2.
Teddy, how did you obtain negative 2? How did you do it? Take us like, you're saying?
I got the output and subtracted the 2, which we were adding to get the 2 this side.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Teddy. Joel. Oh, Joel is off. Maria. Oh, I'm failing to get Maria. Galax. Oh, sorry. Maria or Galax?
The input of -3 is -5.
-5. Tell us how you got 5.
Because this is -5. When you add a positive 2, remain is a -3. Yes.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Kindly let me know through the chat. Let's type quickly. Are we good to go? Just tell me go, go, go. We are good to go. Is everyone okay with this work? Are we good to continue? Just let me through the chat whether we are good to go. Okay, okay. People are saying we are good to go. Okay. Now we go to the second activity. Now we have here our second activity where they have given us our function. And when you look at this second activity, this is our function they have given us. And they want us now, when they write h of x, let it not confuse you. Always, this is your input. And they're asking you, what happens when we put -4 inside that function? What do we get? Now, mathematically, I always want you to, what do you do? I know you can have the answer there, but please make sure that you show each and every step for you to reach there. So always the first step you have to take is, first write the function they have given you, that h of x is equal to 6x plus 2. That is the first thing you write. Write your function. Now, after writing your function, that is now when you go on and say, now they have told me that h of -4. What does it mean? It means that wherever you have your x, we are going to substitute -4. And when you find 6x members, 6x means get 6, multiply it with x. That is the meaning. So wherever there is x in your function, you are going to put 4. So that means here we shall have 6 times -4 plus the 2. Then you continue and say, what is 6 times -4? And remember, in case you don't know it, then get your calculator. We don't restrict you. So say -24 plus 2. And this is where some of us make mistakes. You say -24 plus 2 and you find someone putting 26. So -24 plus 2, you end up with -22. And that is your h of -4. So that is the clear step I expect you to go through to get your answer. Now, why don't I allow you to do for us part B? We are going to have a girl take us through this. Then we are going to have a boy take us through this. And then we shall have a girl take us through the last part. But can I first allow everyone to first try on your own? Then after the 3 minutes, we get people to take us through such that we can check whether our answers are correct. So let everyone first try on his own. And then after we do it together as a Right. Hope now everyone has been able to try out. So I'm going to pick some hands for people who have not yet tried. So I'm going to start with Adrien.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, take us through one now.
Okay, like I write like on the screen.
Which one are
Okay.
you taking us through?
H of 0.
Okay.
Yeah, so first of all, we start with hx equals h of 0. Yes, then h of 0 is equal to 6 times 0 times 2. Then h of 0 is equal to 0 plus 2. And yeah, h of 0 is 2.
Okay. Thank you, Adrien. Okay, I'm going to go to Asimwe.
H into 1
Okay.
is equal to x 6x plus 2. Then hx, yes, h1 is equivalent to 6 times 1 plus 2. And it gives you 6 plus 2, which is 8.
Okay. Thank you. Same way. Nora.
The very first thing that we write is h of x is equals to 6x plus 2.
Okay.
Then h of 3 is equals to 6 times 3 plus 2.
Okay.
H of 3 is equals to 18 plus 2.
Okay.
H of 3 is equals to 20.
Okay. Thank you. That is correct. That is correct. Okay. So hope all of us have that. Hope all of us have that. So in case that those are the answers. In case our answers are different from yours, you can let us know. But if you have that, then it means we are very, very safe. Okay, members, let me know through the chat whether we are now good to continue. Has everyone understood? Has everyone understood? Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to ask. I've seen two people I want to support. I want to support Daddy. I want to support and Ubili. Let me first have those people to share with us where the problem is. Yes, Ubiri, unmute.
Okay, so yeah, teacher, here is the thing. One, my name is Aubrey, not Ubri, but it's okay. But my question comes in, why are we stopping at h, open brackets, -4, because the bracket is equals to -22? Can we continue by opening the brackets, or we have to stop there?
Oh, now, stay on. Now, when we have h into -4, what this means is that what happens or what do you obtain when in your function you place in -4? That is the implication. That when your input is -4, what do you get as your output? So h of negative 4 equals to negative 22. It means that whenever you place negative 4 in the function of h, your output you get is negative 22. Have you understood?
Yeah.
Is it clear now?
We'll be fine.
Oh, no, you can ask again. You can ask in case you have not yet. Yes. Because what are we saying? That in case I have this is my machine, like for the first one we did, what do
Teacher, good. Oh, hi, teacher.
Oh, sorry. I think there was some general network up across because I'm seeing some people have dropped off as well. So sorry about that. Okay, let's give them some few minutes to come back and then we continue.
Teacher, can I also inquire something else?
Yes, you can ask.
Would it be wrong if I went a further mile?
If
I went a further mile.
Oh, like which one? Can you tell me how far you want to go from there?
Okay, what if I just find H?
What if you find?
H.
H. Like how do you want to find H?
Okay, like if you continue by opening the brackets, or by be like negative 4 times H, and you just divide the negative 4 on both sides, then you get your answer as like 5.5.
Now I'm getting what you are saying. Like what if you say h of negative 4, then you say is equal to negative 20, then you open it?
Yeah. You
Now
open
there
the
are two
brackets,
things.
negative 4 times H, making it negative
Now
4H.
there are two things here you need to know. One, a function is like a process thing. Now, for you, what you are talking about, h of negative 4 is not the same as h times negative 4. For you, what you are referring to is this. This is totally different from this. At first, I told that when you have f of x, the whole of this is the same as y. So this one is totally different from this. This one means put negative 4 inside h. This one you are referring to means that multiply h times negative 4. This and this are totally different. So here, once you are working with functions, you cannot go beyond this point.
I get.
Okay. I want now to take one more question. Maria, is it a question? Belinda, is it a question? Okay. In case it's not a question, I'm going to ask you first lower, and then I first take on questions. Okay, let me first have all the hands such that we have only people who have some questions before we leave this part. Now, in case there's a question, okay, let me start. Okay, now only people who have some questions. Yes, Regan. Regina, I think it's Regina. Sumaya, you may ask. Chigenyi, you may ask.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I was inquiring, like I've just joined the lesson right now. I'm not really quite understood the concept. Like I've tried to pick along the way with the examples you've given, but I've not really understood properly from like the foundation of the lesson. I was requesting if you could please go back a bit and explain if there is no problem with it.
Okay, I'm going to do some recap.
All right, thank you.
Yes, Sumaya. The rest we can try this one. The rest we are doing this one. Okay. Teacher Isma. Teacher Isma. Okay. Okay. I think I'm failing to get the rest. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Now, for those who have just joined, or those who came in a bit late, the rest, please, for us, let's do as I try to explain to those who have not been able to come in. Now, what does it mean? When you look at what we have here, they have given us our function. Like I've told that a function is like a process you go through to get something. In case I use a machine, this is my machine here. And this is the output. Now, when it comes to a function, this is where you put, this is the input. And this is the output. Now, inside here, there are some things that are done for you to be able to get the output. Now, when it comes to a function, this is the function they perform. And inside here, you have 2x plus 1. And what are you putting inside here? We say that x is always our input. So our input is 3. And the question is asking, when you put 3 inside here, what do you get outside? The first one we dealt with was like, in case this is your machine, and you put here 3, the rule 2x plus 1 is like the rule. If the rule is add 5, it means that when I put 3 inside here, the moment it comes inside, I'm going to add the 3. So you say 3 plus 5, and you end up with your 8. Now here the rule is, where there is x, put 3, what do you get? So when you look here at this function, you notice that our x is here. So where we have x, we are going to put 3. So you say 2 times 3 plus 1. So 2 times 3 will give us the 6 plus 1. So that means that what gets outside here is going to be our 7. So that's what the function is doing. So that's what we call the evaluation of the function. So in terms of machines, that's how we can explain. An example you have is a calculator. A calculator is a machine. The moment you put in 2 times thing, it's going to perform something inside. And when you place equals, it's going to give you the answer. So that is what these machines are doing. So let me have Bushra. Bushra, unmute. Oh, I'm failing. Okay, Bushra. Oh, Maria.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Okay, sir. Now I've seen what you've done here. I'm seeing it more of a number machine. Can it be the same?
Yes, yes. Those are the same concepts.
Okay.
But here, like when you reach at this level, We want you now not to use these number machines, but now to do it just the other manual way.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Jack? Okay. Nora? Rebecca?
Teacher, I was requesting you repeat because I'm not
which one?
understood. That whole part, because I thought if x is equal to 3, that will be the output.
No. X is the input. So, yes, I think those who came in late, that's why you are getting. We say that X is the input. F is the output. For this case, is like those who came in early. Input is the sugar cane. When you put sugar cane, your output is going to be sugar. So input is the X. In case now I want to bring in more language, is what we call the values for the domain, is what we call the input. Output are the values of the range. Input are the X values. Output are the Y values. I don't know whether you are getting it, Rebecca. Rebecca, is that fine?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay. Yes, Jack?
Teacher, me, I'm going to try and maybe give some explanation.
Okay.
Maybe the way I have understood.
Okay.
So now I think what happens is they give you a number, for example, 3, like what has happened there. And after giving you that number, they tell you they want you to pass it through a rule to make it something different from what it once was. And our rule, or what we are going to use to change it into another thing, is 2x plus 1. So our input is what we will get and use it to get, and we use the rule to get a different thing. So we'll substitute our 3 into the x, because x is always the input. And then we will use the rule and get a different thing, which is the output. So it was once 3, but after passing it through the rule, it became another thing, which most people say is 7.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Now here, we are going to say that F into 3 will equal to 2 times 3, then plus 1. And therefore, we shall have F of 3 equaling to 6 plus 1, and you shall have F of 3 equaling to 7. So this is how I expect us, each and every one of you, to do the number. So that is how I expect each one of you to do the number. Okay. We are going to continue. I have another activity. I have another activity. Okay, can we first try out this? We are trying out this. Write the question. Write the question. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, now this one, we are going to do it together. We are going to do it together. Yeah, we are going to do it together.
Recording in progress.
We are good to start. Now, the first thing always we have to do, they have asked us to find the value of b. Now, these questions require understanding. So they have given us that f of 2 is equal to 18. What does it mean? They are telling us that for this particular function, when you put 2, the answer you get is 18. So that means here, your x is equal to 2. That when you put inside this function 2, the answer you get is 18. That is the meaning. So what are we going to do? We shall say that f of x will equal to bx squared minus 2. Now, that we are going to substitute the 2. So f of 2 will equal to b times 2 squared minus 2, which will give us b times 2 squared gives us 4 minus 2. And therefore, we shall end up with 4b minus 2. Kindly let me know through the chat whether that step is okay, whether you have understood that part, the first part we have done. Mm-hmm. I repeat. I repeat. I repeat. I repeat. I've said that they have given us that f of 2 is equal to 18. We know very well that when they give us f of 2, this 2 is the input, is the value for x. They are telling us that let's substitute 2 in our function. And our function that has been given to us is equal to bx squared minus 2. So where you have x, you are going to put your 2. So that means we shall have f of 2 equaling to b. Where there is x, we put 2. So that is like times 2 squared minus 2. But make sure that this is one thing. Bx squared is one thing. So you know very that 2 squared means 2 times 2, which gives us 4. So that means we shall have b times 4 minus 2. Now, some of you, the mistake you have done, you have said 4 minus 2. No, remember your body mass that you start with multiplication. So b times 4 gives us 4b minus 2. So that is the first step. That means that your function f of 2 is the same as 4b minus 2. Hoping that is very clear. Hope that is now very clear. Now after that, we are going to apply, because the question is asking us, find the value of b. Now, what is the next step we are going to do? The next step, they have told us one thing is, that your function f of 2 is equal to 18. But from here you have noticed that your f of 2 is the same as 4b minus 2. So where there is f of 2, we are going to say this is the same as 4b minus 2 is equal to 18. Now the moment you reach here, your goal is to find b. You do the mathematics. So since this is negative, once it crosses this side, it becomes a positive. So we shall say 4b minus 2 plus 2 will equal to 18 plus the 2. So you end up with 4b is equal to 18 plus 2, which is 20. So in order for us to be able to get your b, we shall divide both sides by 4. So we shall say 4b is equal to 20, divide by 4, divide by 4. And therefore our b will equal to 5. So that's why the question told you, find what is b of, what is the value of b. So that means that the value of b is equal to 5. So class, hope that is okay. I'm seeing some people had already obtained the answer. Okay. Okay, people are saying it is okay. Hope we are okay. Okay, those who have 5, yes, that is very, very okay. Perfect, perfect. Let me pick one hand from Elima. Elima? Elima?
Yes, hello, good afternoon, Master.
Yes, good afternoon.
For me, my concern is that I would like to know whether how can we find such questions on scenario-based questions so that we can be able to, remove them from the scenario and then we put them like the way you are done them.
Okay, we are just laying the foundation, eh? We are starting just the foundation. So that's why I cannot give you a scenario at this moment. So always, it is important that we first understand the basics before we reach the scenarios. We have the scenarios. We shall do as many as you want. But before, we cannot go to the scenario before you understand the concept. So that's why now we are focusing on the concept that we are going to do. Before this lesson, we shall have some. Okay.
All
now
right.
from here, okay. So from here, we are going to go on to the part B. Now, after obtaining that unknown of yours, the next step you do is fill where in your original function, this was our original function, bx squared minus 2. So this position where there is b, please put in the answer you obtain. So that means I'll come and I say, this is 5x squared minus 2. And this is our function. Now, for the rest of the parts of the item, we use this function and get the values. So the function here is asking, what is f of 2? So you come and say now, f of 2 is going to equal to 5 times your x, which is 2 squared minus 2. So this will give us 5 times 4 minus 2, which will give us that 20 minus 2, and we shall end up with 18. Then the last one, I want everyone to do it. What about f of 0? Which answer do you get? Which answer do you get? Mercy?
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes. Yes.
So when we go back where we started from, here, f into
Yes.
bracket x
Mm-hmm.
into x, it was supposed to be for f, whereby
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have lost you. Okay. So everyone, I'm expecting you to be finding the 0. Okay, people are getting -2. That is correct, members. -2 is very correct. -2 is very correct. Okay. Jeremiah, Telly, AANNA. Okay. Okay. So your answer here, I expect you to be able to get -2 for your answer. So we are going to continue to another item. So those who have not obtained -2, we had this. So when they tell us f of 0, I expect to come and say f of 0 will equal to 5 times x, which is 0 squared minus 2. But you know that 0 squared is 0. So 5 times 0 minus 2, which gives us 0 minus 2, which is -2. So that's how you were supposed to do that particular part. Okay, I think members, let me know. Yes, Philip, we are replacing b with 5 because from part A, the value of b we obtained was 5. So that's why we are putting 5. Okay. Hope members, we can continue. Let me know through the chat. Okay, people are saying we can go. Okay, understood. Okay. Now, I want this. This is going to be your homework you're going to try out. So may you take a screenshot. Just a minute. Yeah. Take a screenshot. This is the activity you're going to try out in your free time or after the lesson. So take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Okay. When you finish, kindly let me know that you have taken a screenshot. Okay, people say. Okay, you are done. So hope we have finished to write the question down. Okay, now when you look at, we are starting now to look at some scenarios where you apply. They have given us the velocity of the particle and they have gone on to give us the velocity function. And they're asking us, what is the initial velocity? Now, this one requires you to remember some kind of physics that what do we call initial velocity? So in the chat, or someone, can you raise up the hand and you tell us what is initial velocity? What do you understand by initial velocity? When someone, yes, Sharif.
Initial velocity means the velocity at which the body starts on when the time, like the velocity at which the body starts on from rest.
Okay, and what does it mean on time?
Like in time, when time is still 0.
Okay, now that is what was key. Now you are noticing that this question is not so direct, so it required you to know that when they say that initial velocity, it means that that is the point where your time t is equal to 0. So that is what the question. So instead of the question telling you that find v of 0, instead they have used the word find the initial velocity. So now you need to understand. Can everyone first do that quickly and place your answer in the chat? Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
We are looking on composite function. I thought that we are only using like letter F, but I'm seeing a lot of unknowns or variables. V, H.
Yes. Now, when it comes to composite functions, we shall use as many letters. Like in manufacturing, you cannot only base on one function. So they can be multiple functions. It's not like they are the same. So those different letters are showing you that at whatever point you can be on, it can be another function that can help you to maneuver to go to another step.
So you can use any.
You use depending on the question.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
So you read the question, what they have given you in the question is what you use. Yes, but we are still on the introduction. We are coming to look at the composite functions. This one, we are still laying the foundation before we reach the final part of it. Okay.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
I'm happy I'm seeing the answers in the chat. Those answers are correct, members. Those answers are very, very correct. Yeah, very, very correct. Thank you. Thank you. Doreen?
Yes,
Okay.
teacher.
Yes, take us through how you have obtained your answer.
Okay. V into T is equals to T squared minus negative, yeah. So it means that I've written that T is equals to 0. It means where T is, we are going to replace with 0, which will be V into 0 is equals to 0 squared minus 9. And then V into 0 is equals to negative 9.
Okay. Now, for such numbers, never forget the units. Because it was given in meters per second, you give your answers meters per second. Okay. Thank you. Okay, there is another question. Part B. Find the velocity after 4 seconds. Let everyone also first try that. Okay, let me first pick Vincent. Vincent, ask. Vincent? Unmute. Okwela Vincent.
Yes, I did not understand the first one.
Which one?
That find the initial velocity.
Oh, have you done motions in physics? A topic about motion.
Yeah.
Did you, like when you are starting a journey, the velocity you start with is what we call the initial velocity. And initial velocity happens when our time t is equal to 0. So when they ask us the initial velocity, in other words, they're asking us, what was the velocity the particle was moving with when the time was 0? That is the point. That is the velocity you possess when they are starting the clock.
Okay.
So in other words, they're asking you, substitute in the velocity function where there is t, put 0. Hope that is okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. I'm looking through the chat. I'm seeing some answers coming in. I'm seeing some are having 7, others are having -5. Oh, I'm seeing Newtonic is having 7, 7. Okay. Same way.
So they have told us to find the velocity after 4 seconds. Our initial velocity was 0, so we'll just add 4 to 0 and you get 4. So it will be v into 4. Sorry, v into 4 is equal to 4 squared minus 9. So v into 4 is equal to 16 minus 9. So v into 4 is equal to 7 meters per second.
Okay. Thank you, Asemwe. So those having 7, that is the answer. And let's not always forget to put the units. Then the last one is there. That one, let everyone do it. Find the velocity after 10 seconds. And then I will be interested. Find the velocity after 10 seconds. Okay. Let me hope we have got Faith.
Yes. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
I got 91 and I got the answer. V
into t is equal to, yeah, you remember they said after velocity, find the velocity after 10 seconds. So that t had to change to 10. So then I substitute in v into t is equal to 10 squared minus 9. My 10 squared is 100 minus 9, making me get v into t is equal to 91 meters per second.
Okay. So, Faith, do not forget to substitute,
Yeah.
91, and what are the units?
Meters per second.
Meters per second. Thank you. Okay. So, that is the answer I expect you. Now, part D is here. Part D is there. I'm going to first clean my board such that people can see it clearly. Part D is there. At what time does the particle come to rest? Can I have someone to explain to us, to throw some light? Sozi, Ubri, Benedict, I don't know who is coming. Any of you? Tone, anyone who unmutes first? Chigenyi, Jean, Tekino, any of you who unmutes can tell us.
Subtract from the last one and the first one, the missing.
Okay, nice trial. Thank you. That is his submission. Any other? I'm unmuting people, but they are not unmuting. In case I tell you to unmute, feel free to unmute and then share with us what you have.
It will come to rest at
Yes?
0 second.
AAN, Nora, Mercy, unmute.
I think we can say at what time does the particle come to rest is when its velocity is 0.
Okay. Perfect. Take us A. Yes. Run us through.
So I think it will be V of t is equal to t squared minus 9. Then since V of t is equal to 0.
Continue.
So t squared minus 9 is equal to 0.
Okay.
And then you bring 9 this other side of the.
Okay.
And the square root of 9 is 3. So t is equal to 3.
Okay. And how will you conclude?
The time the particle takes to come to rest is 3 seconds.
Very good. Thank you. So members, that's how you conclude that the time the particle takes to come to rest is 3 seconds. But the most important thing was for you to discover that whenever a particle is coming to rest, it means that you are stopping to move. And when you stop to move, it means that your velocity is 0. So that's what the question was indirectly telling you, that what happens when I come to rest, when the velocity comes to rest. So this means that after 3 seconds, the particle will come to rest. So let me hope that is very clear to everyone. So people, yes, a square root is positive or negative. Then you start reasoning out bright. You ask yourself, can time be negative? That no. So that's why we consider only the positive answer. It will depend. In case maybe it was another kind of measurement, then you need to ask if it can be negative, it is okay. But if it cannot be, then you reason out that if I told it is height, can height be negative? That no. That can time be negative? No. So that's how you reason out to say that now this one is positive, this one is negative. Yeah. So let me hope that is clear to everyone. Okay. Okay. So that is how you do that particular number. So that is what was important. Okay. So we are going to continue. So I'm going to ask you to first write that and then we do it. But I'm going to ask you to first do for me part A. Let everyone first do part A and then after we shall go to part B together. First do part A. Chigenyi.
Stop.
Yes?
Stop.
Yes, please. Go on.
Yo.
Maria. So people are trying out part A. Maria. Okay, I'm fine. I'm failing to get Liz. Liz. I'm failing to get Liz. Susie.
Good evening.
Yes, good
For me,
evening.
for me, h into x is equal to 1 out of x minus 6.
Okay, a minute. You are saying h
Into x is equal to 1 out of x minus 6. H into negative 3 will be equal to 1 out of negative 3 minus 6. Then h into negative 3 will be equal to 1 out of negative 9. That's why I had stopped.
Is it possible for you to write that negative up?
Yeah, it's possible.
So it will become negative 1 out of 9.
Negative 1 out of 9.
Yes. Okay. So leaving it here, it is very fine, but it looks more beautiful in this format.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to give, okay, thank you, Suzy. I'm giving another one. People find for me h of 6 and put your answer in the chat. Or someone can tell us. Or you can go take us through. Find h of 6. Angel. Andrew. Tony. Sekino. Nora. Mercy.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
H into 6 is equal to 1 out of 6 minus 6. Then 30 into 6 is equal to 1 out of 0. One.
Okay, thank you. Not really. Not really, but your background has some kind of noise. That's why I've muted you. Can people put their answer in chat? What is 1 out of 0? What is 1 out of 0? What is 1 out of 0? I'm just checking through. Bright says undefined. Uh, A has said does not exist.
Undefined also.
0, 0, 1 out of 0. Those who have calculators, even you can place it on the calculator. Those who have math error. On your calculator, you get a math error. So meaning it's not possible. So whenever you place your calculator and you get something like it is math error, that's what you call undefined. That's what you call it does not exist. I think it appeared in, I don't recall very well, but I think it was UNEB of last year. There was something similar to that. So whenever they talk about undefined, does not exist, such words, that is the meaning where we have the math error. And that condition, members, it can only happen when the denominator is 0. So you make your own notes that for anything, for any function to be undefined, for it not to exist, it means that the denominator is equal to 0. So you make your own notes. Write it somewhere that for any function not to exist, for any function to be undefined, for any function to be meaningless, it means that the denominator is equal to 0. Whenever you get a math error, that is the meaning. So let me hope you have put it somewhere. So this is what we call undefined. So whenever they tell you that something is undefined, something is meaningless, so just know that when someone abuses you mathematically and it says that you are meaningless, it means that the denominator is 0. It means that you have no purpose. That's like the meaning. So for anything undefined, so those are the words you need to take note of. Meaningless, undefined, does not exist. That is the meaning. Now, I'm going to go back to our question for part B. Our question, part B, told us that is there a value where h of x does not exist? Explain. Now, this one was indirectly asking you what value is that which when you substitute in this function, you get your denominator as 0. That's what the question was indirectly asking. Let me ask members in the chat to tell me what value is that which when we substitute in this function, we get our answer as 0 in the denominator. The denominator, perfect, perfect, perfect. Very good, everyone. Now, you have noticed that it is 6. But here, I don't know whether you are using guesswork or you are working it out. Members, can you tell me, what are we going to do for us to get that value? What is it that we are going to do? When its denominator is 0. But how do you get it? That is the question I want. How do we get it? Members, how did you get that 6? Leticia, how did you get the 6? Tres secularis. The answers are correct, but how did we get the 6? Let me see. I'm seeing Mercy. Mercy. Oh, Angel. Oh, I'm failing. Sha or Teddy?
Some trying.
Okay. Yes.
It is like this 6. To get the 6, I get h into 0.
Oh, first tell us what is the condition for something to be meaningless. We start from there. Or
The
for it not
denominator
to
has
exist.
to be 0.
What is our denominator? You tell us.
It is 0. The denominator is 0.
No, like what is the denominator for this function of ours?
X minus 6.
Perfect. Your denominator is x minus
6.
So, and for it to be meaningless, the denominator must equal to what?
To 0.
0. So what are we going to do?
We are going to get
Is this clear?
Yes.
So continue from there. Solve for x. Solve for x.
X is equal to 6.
6. Okay, thank you. So members, that's what you had to do. That whenever they ask you to prove, identify for that particular function, what is the denominator? Now, everything you have in the denominator is what you equate to 0, such that you don't just guess the value. A quick one. Let me give you a quick one here. I have my function f of x is equal to 1 out of x squared minus 4. Members, in fact, you listen very well. What are the values of x that make this function meaningless? Find out and place your answers in the chat. What are those values of x that make this function meaningless?
No, of course, sorry, that.
Belinda, you are right. Elizabeth and Baz, Maria, Allen, Precious, Nola. Brighton, you are more correct. You are correct, but not more correct. Because the question was saying, what are the values of x? Viola, yes. So meaning that when they say values, it means that it is plural. There are 2 values, not 1. PS, not really. Nora now. Nora, Now people have seen. Yes, yes, yes. So here, the only thing you have to do is that equate your denominator to 0. Equate your denominator to 0. So here, the only thing I expect members to do is to say x squared minus 4 is equal to 0. As long as you identify that your denominator is this. So after doing so, then you will say x squared is equal to 4. And then after get a square root, get a square root. So your x will equal to positive or negative 2. Because whenever you have a square root, you get 2 values. But always reason out whether it is applicable for a particular situation you are dealing with. So that is very correct. Balam, Letitia, Lucy, Andrew, Reines, Doreen, AA, Kim, those answers are correct. Okay. And let me see whether I have, oh, wait, 2. Okay, that's the number. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to first do for me, to first do part A. I want you to read, always make sure you read to understand. You don't just do. Read to understand. So we are doing part A.
All right. Yeah, I'll read it. I'll take the notes, but I'll read them.
So find the value of x. Some people are getting 7, others are getting 2. 7, 2. People are getting 7, 2. Now let me have one person to take us through. Is it? I don't know. D-E. The person I'm unmuting, unmute. Okay. Jovia, gift. Okay. D-E, continue.
Sorry to interrupt, but I was asking. I didn't get the first part. I didn't get
Which
it.
part?
Where
Which
like
one?
the denominator stuff. I don't know if it's the same example we're having here, so I wait or you can go back.
It's not. But did you understand what we call meaningless?
Yes, that any undefined function has 0 as denominator, right?
Yes.
Yes, I got that.
So when you look at this function here, what is your denominator?
X minus 3.
X minus 3.
3.
Now,
Yeah.
this denominator is the one you equate to 0.
Okay.
So what will be your value?
3, positive 3.
X will be positive 3. Now, it
Yeah.
means that the moment you substitute here where there is x, you put 3. You tell us, what do you get? What is h of 3?
I think it's, I don't know, 1.
Use out of where there is x here, put 3.
Okay, 3 minus 3. So the h of 3, the h function of 3 is 1 out of 0.
And that is what you call meaningless. So
Yeah.
for you, your task is to ask yourself, what is this value of x? So in order for us to get here down as 0. So that is what we have been aiming at.
Okay. Now I get it. Thank you.
Okay.
And it's demure, not DE, demure. Okay.
The mu. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
The
demure.
what?
Thank you.
Okay.
Demure.
Okay. Gift. Gift. Okay. I'm failing to get gift. Yes, gift.
I'm getting 2.
How are you getting 2 gifts?
The question is saying that find x when g in 2 x is equal to 3. So we are given h. So using g, I'm having 3 minus 5, which is 7 minus 5, and I'm getting 2.
Okay, Gift, continue. Don't go off. Gift, what is
Yes.
the difference between this and this? Are they the same? Gift, are you still on?
Yes.
For this first one, what is your input and what is your output?
The first one,
Eh.
the input is given, the output is 3.
The output is
3.
3. The input?
X.
X, good. What about for this part here? The input?
The input is 3.
Output you don't know yet, right?
Yes.
Now, are you not seeing that what you are doing, you are instead of doing this, where your input is 3, and you don't know the output. Yet the question has given you the output and has not given you the input. Are you getting the difference?
No.
Like what they have given us, they have not given you the value of x, but they have told you that what value of x, which when we put in this function, we get our output as 3. That is the question.
Oh,
Not
I get it.
A. Now you do for us here. Take us through.
Okay. It's 3.
What is your g of x?
My g of x is 3.
Like what is the function for g of x?
4x minus 5.
4x minus 5. And it should equal to what?
3.
Continue.
Then I collect like terms. 4x is equal to 3 plus 5.
Okay.
4x is equal to 7.
Add well.
Then it's equal to 9, 8.
Add well.
8. Then I divide. The answer is 2.
The answer is 2. Hope you have picked.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So the rest, that's how those people are getting 7. That's how you messed up, eh? Yeah. Okay. Teddy?
No,
Titia?
sir, I just wanted to take you through that one which they have finished.
Okay, take us through part B.
Part B. H into x is equal to negative 15. Then this one we're going to get 7 minus 2x equaling to negative 15. Then negative 2 equal to negative 15 plus 7.
There. Is
We are
it
going
plus,
to
minus?
Plus.
Why plus?
Because as sign when it is crossing the equal signs, it changes.
So what is the sign this side of 7?
Plus. This
So
one,
when it
this
crosses,
side, it crosses it, it makes a plus.
okay,
No,
this
a
side where it
negative.
is,
It's a negative 7.
okay.
Negative 2x is equal to negative 22.
Okay.
Negative 2x divided by negative 2 divided by negative 2. X is equal to negative 11. X is equal to 11.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so that is how you are supposed to do that particular part. Okay, then I have Sharif, Omela, or Angel. Okay, in case any that unmutes first will take us through. Mercy, Tony, AA, Belinda, any that unmutes.
Teacher, I'm going to go through part C.
Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah. Who's taking us through?
Teacher, I'm going to go through.
Okay, Fiona, I failed to get you. Asimwe, Angel, Victoria.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Asimwe.
Yes, so when
Asimwe, go on.
yes, gx is equivalent to hx. So it will be 4x minus 5 is equal to 7 minus 2x. So we can substitute 5 to the other side by adding it. 4x minus 5 plus 5 is equal to 7 plus 5 minus 2x. So now you can get 4x minus 2. Sorry, plus 2. 2x is equal to 7. Sorry, that is 12 minus, okay. So 6x is equal to 12. Then divide by the coefficient of x, which is 6. And then x is equivalent to 2.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so that is how you do it. And please, you have to pay attention that the two functions are equal. So when the two functions are equal, you just equate in that way. Okay. Thank you so much. I think this is the end of our lesson. We are going to end here for today. And when we come back next time, we shall be looking at what we call composite functions. But what we have been looking at here has been basically what you looked at in, I think, somewhere in senior 2 there, but we have been dealing with just with functions. And then when we come back, we shall be able now to look at composite functions. So I gave you an exercise that I want you to try out. This is the exercise I gave you. Where is that exercise? Oh, I gave you an exercise that I want you to try out and test yourself whether you have understood some of these concepts. So that is the exercise that you're going to try out. And then from there, we shall build up from here. Otherwise, thank you so much for attending. We shall start from here. But you can revisit your knowledge where you looked at domain, where you looked at the range. You can visit your knowledge from there, because when they are setting a scenario concerning functions, they can bring in all those different aspects of range, of domain, to test whether now you know these things. And for these particular ones, when they talk about the domain means the set of all the x values. So those values we have been using as the input are what we call the domain values. Then the answers you get your output is what we call the range. So yeah, so we shall meet again next time, and let me wish you a good evening. Those who are asking, I think for your friends, we formed another group for group C. Okay, some of you want the link. Let me share the link for those who are not on the group, but in case you are already on one of the groups for senior 4, there is no need, don't join the other group such that your friends can have space as well in the other group. So I'm going to share the link such that those who are not around, those who are not on group A and you are not on group C, you can use that link to be able to join. And don't forget, mathematics, you have to practice on a daily basis. Okay, Faith wants to lead us in a word of prayer. Faith? It is Faith. Faith? Oh, I'm failing to get Faith. Faith?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can pray for us, Faith.
Okay, let us humble ourselves and we pray. Our Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for each and every one. We want to thank you for this day. Thank you for the lesson, for what we have been told, King of Glory, as we are departing, O my King of Father. May what they have taught us, let us understand it, King of Glory. Let your Holy Spirit come down in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you so much, and have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Amen.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey,
Bye.
people, hi.
Yo.
Bye.
Demure.
I love
See you
you.
tomorrow. You guys.